All right, Aaron, quite the back nine you put together. Just kind of assess your round today.
It was a little bit of a slow start. The second hole was a tough hole, and then just sort of made a couple of saves, and then just sort of got it going a little bit. Started hitting really good shots and making a couple of putts. So it was nice to capitalize on the good shots.
How did you kind of approach this week, just knowing where you are in the FedEx Cup, and next week not guaranteed for you to start? Just what was kind of the mindset entering the week?
I mean, it was sort of a bit like a 4-day qualifier for next week. You know, if I could play well enough to finish top 10, that got me into next week for sure. But I mean, it's really just trying to play it. I mean, I feel like I've been playing well. I feel like I know I've missed a couple of cuts this last few events, but I feel like it hasn't reflected how I've been playing. So this week was just coming in, just trying to do my thing, and just keep playing the way I've been playing, and try and make a few of those putts to capitalize.
What would a playoff berth mean to you? You know, it's been a few years since that's happened, especially, more on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
Just what would that mean to get in there?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that'd be huge. Like, just especially playing out of the category that I'm in, that past champions category, to be able to push my way in there and try and get that top 70 would be pretty awesome. And just so I could sort of pick my schedule, it'd be a little bit easier on the family than a little easier on my wife.
You mentioned to Amanda a new swing coach just within the last couple of years. Can you kind of take us through what happened and just kind of how that's gone since?
Yeah, it was like September 2021. A guy named Mike Adams. He's up in New Jersey in the summer, Florida in the winters, and so I went up, saw him, and all we really work on is just grip and my setup. And if I can do those two things, then the rest sort of falls into place. And Mike's made it really simple for me, where I feel like I can get back and just playing golf again. I'm not really thinking about my swing much at all.
Did you see a week or a day like this coming so far?
Yeah, I feel like I've been sort of really close to putting a week like this together. I know, like I said before, like I missed a few cuts, but I feel like it hasn't reflected how I've been playing. I feel like this year it's been sort of close, and actually I feel like the putter hasn't quite cooperated as well as I would have liked. And the Sunday of John Deere, I sort of put my finger on one little thing in my routine, and then a couple months ago sort of figured out this little bit thing on my backstroke that sort of, now I feel like the putting is just really starting to come on again, which has been great.
How much do you attribute it to having the gang all here?
Yeah, that's awesome. It's the best, having the family here. And then we've also got really close family friends that live just a little south of the city, and it's great to have them here and seeing them as well. So it's been a fantastic week.
Is it fairly rare to have them all here with you, or?
Yeah, they probably come to maybe six a year, I would say. A couple during the summer, and then the West Coast, they would come out because we can drive, living in Scottsdale, so we can drive out to Palm Springs and San Diego and stuff like that. So I'd probably say nowadays they do about 6 a year because of school and extra sports and stuff.
How big or little is a 5-shot lead out here going into tomorrow, perhaps?
Yeah, I mean, that's a nice buffer to have for sure. It's definitely a course that, like as you see, there's some good scores out there. So to go out, and you could just go out and shoot 5, 6, 7, 8 under, and you could really put some pressure on Lee if he doesn't quite keep making the birdies. So yeah, I mean, it's a great golf course in that regard.
Did I hear your daughter has been writing to tournaments at different points?
She wrote to the Phoenix Open and telling the tournament director their chance, why I should have got an invite, and giving all the reasons why I should be playing the tournament. Yeah.
Do you remember any of them?
I think he's just like works hard, is doing his best. He's had a good year, almost won in Bermuda, stuff like that. Yeah.
And does this feel like some of the best golf that you've played, in a few years? Obviously, just where you finish in the standings hasn't quite, probably matched what you were hoping for.
I feel like starting this season was a bit of a turning point, where I feel like the game was really being consistently good week in, week out for the most part, and then it's just getting a few scores on the board. Yeah, sort of stuff we're working on with Mike, really, so that it's been really great to simplify it, where I can just go out and each week and just sort of play and not think too much.
Which daughter is the letter writer?
Jo Lee, the one there, the blondie. She's 13. Yeah, she's number 2. Yeah.
Aaron, can Can you put into words like how proud you are of this season? You know, you've been grinding for a few years. You started out the season, I think, Monday qualifying at Fortinet, and then top 10 at Bermuda, and it's just kind of, you know, taken some role. You played well in Hawaii. Can you, you know, comprehend having a year like this, and can you sort of say how proud you are of that?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely it's nice to see the hard work that we've been putting in. Like the last couple of years have been a real grind, sort of finishing around the 200 number on the FedEx, and being pretty frustrating because I feel like that's not where I should be at. And then just like, again, that switch to Mike has really made a huge difference just with my confidence level, the simplicity of the game again. And definitely it's been, yeah, it's just the hard work you put in. Like I try and work as hard as I can and be the best dad as I can. So to be able to play well and to have a good season like this and have a chance to push into the top 70 is pretty special.
Aaron, what's kept motivating you to get back to this point with your game, to keep working at it, like you said?
I mean, a love for it. I mean, I still love the game. It's not a grind for me to go practice still. Like, I still love it. I mean, I was sitting, like, for Father's Day, I sat and watched the US Open on Sunday. Like, I love the game, and then to have my kids, like, they love the game too, so they play, and so a lot of times I'm like, I want to take a day off, but they're like, Dad, can we go play some holes? I'm like, sure, we'll go, you know. So I think that too as well, like they're really understanding the game, and it'd be pretty cool to have a great run this last half of my career with them understanding, you know, because when I won earlier, they didn't really understand, but they get it now. So that'd be two pretty special reasons.
How does it impact you on a week like this, having them here on site with you?
It's great. I mean, I love having them out there. You always hear them yelling. So you can never, I can always I know their voice, you know, so it's pretty special when you make a couple of birdies in a row and you hear them yelling out, and they're always with me with warm-ups and cool-downs, and so they're always with us, so it's great. I absolutely love it. Wish I could travel more.
You have a lot of kiddos. What's the biggest challenge with traveling with that many kids?
I wouldn't say traveling's not the hardest bit, you know, because I feel like the travel day's busy, but once you get there, like we've had a house these last couple of weeks, and we sort of set up shop, and that's the easy bit. It's more just the packing. The kids understand travel, so they've traveled their whole life, so they understand it. It's more just at home balancing, trying to work as much as I can, and also trying to be at all the sporting events and all that stuff as well. So trying to balance those two I feel like that's the harder bit.
Thanks, Aaron.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you.